All right. Shalom, y'all. Shalom. Um, we uh we have, as you can see, we're doing a real talk session. Um, I would imagine you're going to be seeing these come up from time to time. Uh, Considering what I am seeing going on out in the Hebrew Israelite community, consider a bunch of stuff I'm saying. Um, some of the stuff that we're going to be talking about today, and again, today, of course, is an open forum. Uh, Trolls are welcome and encouraged. You can come on in there. You could troll it up if you want. Again, this is an unscripted, open forum. We're just getting it in. You got something to say, you could come on in there and say it. We'll probably address it if it's, excuse me, if it holds any weight or anything. If you want to come on the show, we'll bring you on the show too, and you could express whatever you want to talk about. If it's, again, if it's something of any purpose. If you're mentally ill and you're not aware of it, we're probably gonna just cut you off and block you, because I'm telling you, we run into a lot of that. Um, I'm gonna check my audio real quick. So let's see. Yep, my audio is good. But I'm gonna talk about just some of the stuff I've been seeing. We're gonna talk about the 4 hour interview uh, that dude Karatazar did with Pastor Rufus. He did a 4 hour interview with him. I actually checked out the whole thing, and what I took from it, I'm gonna bring out here, and it's gonna be very interesting. And I'm sure nobody's talking about it. Um, the other thing we're gonna talk about is um, mixed breed and bingo radio or whatever, Ringo and new breed, and uh what they call it, their community building, um whatever you want, project that they have going on, and just all the contradictions you can already see. And I mean, it, us brothers who actually are experienced in this, um, and I wouldn't even put myself among somebody who's fully experienced in community building. I'm experienced to the degree where we've lived communally in a home. We have yet to purchase our land and get on it. Most I will, and now be soon. But even so, with my small 5 years of experience with New Breed and what Ringo are doing is super cringy. Okay, to say the least. And if you tune in to tomorrow to the Ask the Elect, um, we're gonna we're gonna dissect some of the words that have just come out of their mouth. We're not gonna go with any. We're not gonna do like they do, a bunch of hearsay and imagination and just making up what you think is going on. We're not gonna be doing any of that. We are gonna be dissecting and picking apart the words that are coming out of their mouth. And if you're stupid enough to follow after them and throw your whole life into something like that, hey, look, like like I say, if you had a bigger head, you'd be a bigger dummy. You see what I'm saying? So, um, but the first thing I wanted to talk about is I wanted to talk about that interview last night Um, well, actually, it wasn't last night. It was earlier this week that Pastor Rufus did with Kawatazar. And a couple weeks ago, I actually talked to Pastor Rufus, and he told me his intent. I told him what's going on. He was saying his purpose of going on these interviews is to basically tell his side, make sure people understand his side. But this is what people this is what he doesn't understand. These people, when he comes on these interviews, they spend 10 to 15 minutes talking about what Pastor Rufus goes on there to talk about. Okay. And he goes on there to put it out there that this thing that happened with him and Pastor. Okay. But these people, and he figured it out about halfway to three-quarters of the way into this interview. These people want some juicy uh uh story, some hidden stuff. They want him to come out with some hidden information to you know so they can have dirt against Straightway. And he actually told them, because the people are in the comments are mad. They're in the comments getting mad at Pastor Rufus because he not giving them the dirt that they think, that they assume, that they falsely think is going on in Straightway. Um, okay, so because he doesn't he doesn't give them that, he's not giving them that dirt. Uh, you could see the people in the comments getting mad, calling him a sinner, this, that, the other. And like all the other interviews that Pastor Rufus has done, literally the majority of the interview, he, he's showing the people, and he said it. He came out and said it in the interview. Look, he was like, the Straightway, it was not, he said it's not all bad. It wasn't it's not it ain't full of wickedness and all this stuff. Basically, Pastor Rufus just kind of mad about the situation that happened with him and Pastor. And truth be told, I'll just tell y'all straight up. I'm Brother Mike. Uh, Pastor Rufus and Pastor Dow, they've been in way longer than me. They still, I still see Pastor Rufus and Pastor Dow. They are above me. Both of them helped me out immensely and everything. And I really can't get fully in to what's going on with them. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's their thing. So I don't sit there and really get all up in that, because again, a lot of that played out, um, and I wasn't really involved in it. Uh, you know, um, but it's just what I'm coming on to talk about. And yeah, brother, I see. I got your question. I'm gonna get to you. I'll let y'all know where that's at. Okay, where that interview's at. But the point I'm getting at is, it's like Ringo and these other people, but it was headed up by Ringo. They just come up with all these crazy theories of this going on, this going on, this going on, with all this imagination, and it's emotional imagination that they're assuming is what's going on, but they have no boots on the ground, no witnesses to back up anything they say. And the thing, and the disturbing thing is, we the because it says prove all things and hold fast to that which is true. So the reason I could prove that this is how Ringo and what's that other dude's name? New Breed operate is all feelings and emotions and imaginations is because I saw how they dealt with their so-called brother Rollo. That dude clearly he screwed up. He wasn't proactive or whatever in his moves, but then you go listen to their account. Now, mind you, there were two witnesses signing off on what happened. So Rollo told him, "Look, I didn't set y'all up," and the actual perpetrator, the white dude, I forget what his name is, and like I said, he reached out to me in my DM on Instagram. He wanted to come on the show and tell his part, but he said it on Rollo's show. He said he acted alone. He came out and said, "Hey, there was no setup." He said, "I did this. I didn't listen. Blah blah blah." So you got like two witnesses on the situation that it wasn't what you think. You know what I'm saying? And then to watch Ringo and New Breed just come up with all these conspiracy theories. Yeah, they was trying to set me up. He full of saying he was trying to set me up and do this to me and do that. And I was like, wow, that's the exact same thing they're doing with Pastor in this whole situation. They're doing the exact same thing. This is how they think. And and you're trying to start a community. Y'all trying to get land and start a community, and you can't handle a little issue with a young boy who's in his 20s. And if you've dealt with young men in their 20s, they can be stubborn, they can do stupid stuff. And then Rollo, you can hear by the way Rollo talks, that he's not like uh what would be a good word, like functioning a high level of awareness or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He's one of them low ceiling type brothers. You know what I'm saying? Or dudes. That's the type of dude he is. Might be a little slow. I ain't trying to throw no jabs at the man, but that's what I discern just from the fruit that I've seen thus far from him. Okay. And then just listening to his speech and stuff. But in no way, if we had a brother in our assembly, we have brothers in our assembly that do mindless stuff, you know. But we don't jump into some type of conspiracy theory bandwagon and, oh yeah, they setting me up, they plotting them, they trying to take me out. Satan trying to upset all stuff and all this stuff like that. And bro, at the end of the day, just a misunderstanding and some young, immature boy in his 20s, and then you cut them completely off, and not him, because the other, I could understand why you would distance yourself from the one dude, but Rollo, you just completely cut him off and everything. You're done, literally like that. So now you mean to tell me y'all gonna get on land? Y'all gonna get on land together and come together communally, and you get emotional like that, like a woman, and deal with situations like that. And on top of that, y'all are saying y'all not, it don't matter, we ain't putting the Bible in it like that. Come as you are, come whoever you are. Y'all, any of y'all who jump into that, you about it, you showing that about how stupid you are. It's like, man, the fruit is right there for you to see. It's plain. It is obvious. And like I said, if y'all coming in, if you haven't hit the like button, go ahead and hit that like button for me. Really appreciate it. We want to get more people in here. We're going to get a conversation going. We're going to discuss some of this stuff. There's some of these things going on. And that brings me to one of the main points I'm gonna be driving in here, man. And it's like the way some of y'all listen and the way some of y'all see. And it's like your mind's made up. As soon as your emotions get going, you let your emotions make up your mind. And any type of logic, uh any type of logic, any type of reasoning, like anything, in any type of biblical wisdom, all that goes out the window when you're in your feelings. And if you want to see that play out real time, go watch go watch Ringo's, what's the name? Ringo TV. Go watch his videos. Go watch how that whole thing transpired with him and Rala. He got upset. Ringo got upset about the situation and just said, "I'm done. I'm cutting them off." Boy, wait until you start living communally. Wait till you see how upset you gonna get. And any of y'all who go out there with them, boy, yep, we're gonna, us over here at Straightway, we're gonna sit back with our popcorn and just watch the show. We're gonna give y'all little commentary videos on it. They're not gonna be 8 hours long, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna just watch the silliness come manifest, you know. Um, yeah, you can't make this stuff up. But it's amazing how people see things in their emotions, from their feelings, you know. Um, and again, listening to Kawatazar, all right, the dude who did the interview with Pastor Rufus a couple days ago, 4 hour interview. And this dude, man, he was digging. He was digging. Man, he was digging hard, boy. And he was like, this is the thing. This dude was just trying to, he was like, Pastor Dow is a narcissist. This word they say, narcissist. He's a narcissist. He's a controlling man. And he's ruling over the people with this type of thing, and the people are scared. Listen, and that's why they don't speak up. And this, that, and other. Listen, y'all. Look, I'm I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. And I'm not somebody who's out of Straightway. I am uh, um, a, a, a member of Straightway in good standing. Okay, very involved with things. Um, I have. You can go check out my channel. You can see my fruit for years, for probably the last 5 or 6 years. You more than likely, if you know any social media influencers, any content creators on YouTube and stuff, a lot of the big name ones, at one point or another, I've known them or somebody they've been around, and they have met me in person. So I'm, I got some credibility. That's all I'm trying to say. And I'm telling you, if Straightway is a masculine ministry that is in line with the word, with masculine men, which again today is it's a rarity, you know, but is full of masculine men. The leaders that are over the assemblies and the communities are masculine men. And masculine in the biblical sense of the word. And what do I mean masculine in the biblical sense of the word? Uh, let's drill down on it and get granular. That we are masculine here in Joshua, I guess chapter 1, sense of the word. I think I quote the right verse, the right book. But he tells them only be strong and of good courage. And as you read further in there, he says only be strong and very courageous. And I'm telling you, in this feminized society, with these long hair, feminized, emotional men that come a dime a dozen, that are conditioned by the media and everything else in this society, masculine men are rare. And when you come upon them, if you're a man who's been immersed in this feminine society, it can seem, oh, he's manipulative, he's manipulating me. I'm manipulating you because I talk to you, and I let my balls drop, and I talk to you like a man, and I tell you like it is, and I don't twist nothing, and I speak directly to you, and I don't sidestep nothing. I come straight down the middle. Now I'm what do they call it? What's that? Y'all put that word. Uh, I just said that word. Um, but anyway, oh, so now I'm a narcissist. They want to label you something. No, I'm a man who tells you like it is, and I come straight down the middle, and I don't mix up words. And if something needs to be dealt with, I deal with it head on. And this is why the straight way. And when people get closer and begin to listen, oh, he doesn't talk like Pastor Cotton Ball from my from the Baptist ministry, the dude who wears pink suits on goddamn Easter and shit. You know, they don't talk like that. Some of y'all never had fathers in your life. And then when real men come to you and deal with you, this is so go tying back into this interview, that dude Quatazar is like swearing there's all this manipulation and shit going on here. And no, what happens, effeminate men come in here, they're not they don't submit. Like this is something um Elder Rufus had told me a while back that holds true. He said you got three types of people: people who need help, people who want help, and people who are willing to submit to the help. And he said, help the third. And what happens, you get a lot of men who come in here and yeah, they know. I've seen them, like I deal with them. Some of them, they know they need help. I know they need help. Some of them will come to you and say they want help, but then they're not willing to submit to that help. And then you got other men that need help, but they're not going to admit it. And to them, it's intimidating. They have spirits, effeminate spirits of fear on them. So to them, it seems like manipulation and all this other shit going on. And oh, they're coercing them. Some of these dudes come in here. Now, look, I don't know the whole story. So I'm telling you straight up. I'm just telling you from what has come out on social media. You had the one dude. Somebody put the dude's name in here. His name was Blunt. Jamie Blunt. You had the dude, Jamie Blunt, who came in here. And I'm listening with a discerning ear. I'm not listening with my emotions. I'm listening with a discerning ear to this dude tell his story. And he he's he did this, he did that, he did this, he did that, you know. And I was walking around, sowing some discord. But then he did this, he did that, he did this, he did that, he did this. You know, me and my wife's marriage was a little rocky. But then he did this, he did that, and that, this, and this, that, and the other. You know, I, she didn't want to go with, she didn't want to leave straightway because she didn't want to go back to Michigan and get on drugs. I'm like, I'm hearing all types of, I'm like, but the only thing everybody else here is all the bullshit he spewing out. Or let's not, hold on, let's not say bullshit. Let's say the only thing people are hearing are the allegations he's levying against Straightway. Okay. But we're not hearing Hey, boom, boom. Same thing. What I can say about Pastor Rufus. Everybody, the very first video Pastor Rufus put out, literally, that's the only video you need to watch if you want to know what happened with him and Pastor. Okay? Because Pastor Rufus said he was presumptuous. Well, Elder Crago admitted, yes, I do admit he was presumptuous. And Pastor Rufus was sitting right there like, like he was presumptuous. And the other thing, they didn't want to follow through with the adjudication process. Nobody kicked Pastor Rufus out. He refused to go through our uh, judicial process that's biblically lined up. He jumped out of that. So he removed himself from Straightway. That's why I say Pastor Rufus's departure from Straightway. You see what I'm saying? But people don't listen with a discerning ear like that. They're only listening to one side, and they're not listening to the whole story. And you are not fit to be a leader if you can't listen with a discerning ear. And I just tell you, I'm not one. I don't jump on and take sides and emotional and all this stuff, and get into all of it. You, man, when you dealing with saints and the Most High has put you in a position where you might have to, you know, discern what's going on in the situation, man. You can't be no effeminate, emotional ass dude. And that's what these dudes are. Ringo TV and New Breed. And I'm not calling Rollo out anymore because he did the right thing. He took his whole channel down. He took all them videos down off his channel. So I ain't even throwing him out there anymore. He took the right route. You know what I'm saying? He stepped down, you know. But these people don't listen with a discerning ear. So check this out. So in an interview that Pastor Rufus did with Kawatazar a couple nights ago, again, the whole interview, Kawatazar is digging. And I mean, he's talking it up good. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah. And that's how these manipulative people do in these cults. They manipulate the people. Listen, dude, let me tell you something. If you a man and your balls done drop, ain't no man, dude, anybody, because I am not a worshiper of any man. Anybody, I don't care who they are, they get out of pocket, I'm gonna address it. And if they can't, and if they can't get it in line, I'm out. And that, because look, we've all read the word. Satan can jump on anyone. Y'all, if y'all just coming in and you haven't hit it yet, hit the like button. Satan came tempting Jesus. You see what I'm saying? But again, y'all, oh my goodness, man, y'all like trying to cut through on this thing, man. Y'all like up spiritual combat. If you go way back on my channel, this is all I used to teach on is biblical masculinity and relationships and attraction. Them videos are still up there because it's widespread, man. This society has castrated men. Men are spiritually castrated. You see what I'm saying? And again, like I see the dude Ringo, I see the dude New Breed, and you know when I say I could see you, like I could quickly discern they're effeminate, and when I say effeminate, not walking around, hey, no that stuff, but just in how they deal with stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not a masculine way of dealing with stuff. They deal with stuff like the world deals with stuff. Y'all hold on one sec. I'ma close this window because it's getting hot in here. Y'all probably still hear me talking, but I'm gonna close this window and I'm gonna close these blinds real quick. Okay? But the thing is, and hopefully y'all can still hear me, that the level of there we go. Hopefully, all right, I'm back. So the thing is, the level of feminine men is widespread, and I just keep it 100. Like even Quatazar, he's not seeing through this thing. He should invite me. If any of y'all know him, tell him to invite me on his show and let's talk. Okay? Because he not discerning, you know, he comes with a worldly feminine narrative. And for instance, if like these same people who are loving all this stuff, they go to Marine basic training and they think that was, oh, that's narcissistic. You're training them up to be narcissists. Yeah, okay. Yeah, get in a fight with a Marine and see if you think they're narcissists then. Or when somebody breaks in a Marine's house, see what they do for their family. Okay? It's like y'all don't get it. It's like the sin is at such a high level out in this society, in the school system. And to do what we are called to do in the word, okay? And that is what? Come out from among them. My daughter, I have two daughters. My daughters were in the public school system, and I used to drop them off in the morning every day. And I didn't know what it was, but I would get this weird feeling in my belly, and I deep down there, I was like, man, this ain't right. Like, I don't need to be dropping them off here. Koya would go off to work every morning. I was like, this ain't right, man. And I'm doing all I can to keep my family a good family and give them the best they can. And then I fell in alignment. Let me get my mic over here. I got in alignment with the straightway model that came from the Bible, which everybody's like, oh, he's going off of a Babylon, the where it says build houses and marry your daughters and plant gardens. Oh, look, we know the context of that verse. That verse was for a Babylonian captivity. Okay, but you still got to talk about where it says, come out from among them, be ye separate. The Bible tells you that. The Bible also tells you, forsake not the assembling, as is the manner of some. The word also tells you that. It goes all through there. And I did that. I've done that over this past 5 years. And it takes masculine testicular fortitude to make those types of moves. And I see the fruit. So I'm not just doing ever learning and just doing videos for years on end, and I don't got something, no fruit to bear. No, we came out from among them. I've seen the growth and the development in my wife and in my daughter, and I've seen them become more obedient to the word. You know what I'm saying? More in alignment with the word. Why? Because they're not getting influenced by this world. They're in a righteous, set apart environment. But again, these dudes talking, these effeminate dudes, Ringo, Newbreed, even Quatazar doing that interview he did. They gravitate and have an ear for other effeminate men and what they say. uh, why don't they interview me? I mean, check this out. Pastor Rufus, the whole interview, he just daggering them and shooting down all the shit they try to throw at him. Whether he realizes it or not, um, whether he realizes it or not, he did like you hear the whole interview. They trying to, well, is this going on? It's a cult like this. Are they doing this? And you can hear this a lot of stuff the dude was saying. You know that stuff was straight lies. And Pastor Ruth was just shooting it down, telling them, look, and then it got to a point in the interview. He's like, look, I know you want to hear some dirt, and you want me to unearth a bunch of dirt about what goes on at Straightway. I I can't because there ain't none. I can't say that it's not righteous over there. Says something to that extent. Now, of course, we understand he Pastor Roof is kind of mad about how the whole thing went with Straightway, so he feeling some type of way. Um, but you know what I'm saying? Look at this dude. But exactly, man. Look, somebody put men filming shopping sprees at Macy's. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. That's what they're doing. That's the type of video they're putting up. You see what I'm saying? It's like, man, y'all, but again, you got a bunch of effeminate men following an effeminate man on his channel. And just anything he tells them, they running with it. Hundreds of people, thousands of people. Hey, we just looking for the chosen few though. We not here for the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Um, somebody said, thanks to Pastor Dow, I homeschool all of my children. Praise Yah. Hallelujah. Ain't that on point? Thanks to Pastor Dow, I too homeschool all my children. And look, the stuff that they were beginning to try to teach my children in them schools, you know, but no, and while and that's the real footwork, that's the real laborious work coming forth from Straightway that everybody wanna, you know, you if your child is going to this public fool system, it's you competing against that evil. And at the end of the day, you're not, more than likely you're not going to win, because what does the word tell you? Raise up a child in the way they should go, and when they get older, they will not depart. And with a lot of y'all unknowingly, because you're deceived and you're not man enough to make the moves you need to make, what a lot of y'all end up doing, y'all raise your children up in the way they should go. You raise them in the public fool system where they're getting socialized with these other wicked ass children, and they cramming all these wicked beliefs and holidays and ways of being married and all this stuff. They're cramming it down their throat. They're cramming that stuff down their throat. And then what are you doing? You come home, from work, eat, get something to eat, watch some TV, talk to your children for a couple minutes, maybe an hour, a couple hours, and then the next morning they're right back there at the public fool system, getting raised up in the way they should go for like 8 straight hours or more. And then when they get older, they're not going to depart from that. Remember that. But we wicked over here. But all this stuff going on, all this manipulation. And this is the point I'm getting to. These people that are saying this stuff, we're not considering sources. I'm gonna tell you something that happened on that interview last night. There was a dude that Quatazar bought on the interview because he was in the comments, you know, talking junk about Pastor Rufus. And that's what it was. It was, you know, uh putting him on a hot seat, type stuff. So they brought this dude in there, man. And this dude came on there. He was like, this dude, this man, told my wife to leave me, and he didn't even talk to me about it, uh and I gave him all this money. He took my money, and I mean, he's levying charges, and the dude Quantas sitting there like, like, ooh, this is good, type stuff. And this dude going in, and then Pastor Rufus came on there to answer, and then Pastor Rufus laid it all the way out. This dude was abusive. The woman was trying to flee an abusive relationship with him. There were two or three other witnesses that were living with this dude, of how oppressive and abusive he was, and the money that he gave, he didn't even give to Pastor Rufus. He gave to the ministry, to the hub, to help a family out that had lost their house or something. And it was like, wow, isn't that crazy how people twist stuff and will gloss over stuff to twist it against you to make you look some type of way? It's like, you can't make this stuff up. Just in that little small incident, you get the other side of the story, and it's something totally different. Like, you see what I'm saying? And that's why, again, this is basic Ten Commandments book. Don't bear false witness. Is that not? Y'all, somebody tell me in the comments, is that not basic books? Is that not basic book? If y'all just coming in, if you haven't hit that like button, y'all hit that like button for me, please. Appreciate it. It's basic book, y'all. Uh, Let me see. Okay. You see what I'm saying? So this thing ain't complicated, y'all. Everything I'm saying, you just watch these clowns. It's all gonna play out. You'll see it. All this stuff is gonna play out. And I mean, in time though, it ain't gonna happen quick. But the character of a lot of these people who y'all are listening to, I mean, at least try to get the other side of the story. Like, even the thing that happened with Rollo and Ringo, the falling out they had. I listened to Ringo's side. He did a bunch of videos on it. I listened to New Breed side, and then I listened to Rollo's side, and then I listened to the actual dude who did the thing side, and it was clear that that dude acted on his own, you know. And just to see the conclusion that these emotional dudes arrived at is sad, man. And it's just a testament to, the amount of effeminate men out there. All right, let's see what somebody said. Somebody said being Torah observant means observing all of the Torah, not just picking and choosing. You can't talk badly about those coming against you, or you are just as wicked in tongue as they are. So, explain what you're saying. I can't talk badly about those coming against me. Are you saying that's a law or something like that? I thought we need to reprove, rebuke, and shine the light and expose unrighteousness. You know what I'm saying? When somebody's not doing something that lines up with the word, I thought we were is basic level book to put it out there. I'm not sitting here saying no hearsay. So what I would need to know, what would help me out, is what is talking bad. Okay, you say I can't talk badly about those coming against you. And you're saying that you said you cannot talk badly about those coming against you. I need to know what chapter and verse you're kind of getting that from. Okay, so he says reprove and rebuke is different than tearing a person down. Pray for your enemies, for Messiah is the judge. Okay, did Messiah go to the Pharisee and call them out in public in front of people and get them so mad because he was exposing where they were not doing what the word says, and they got so mad they wanting to um weren't they weren't they wanting to kill him and hurt him? You see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm talking about. I need to know. And Chicken Farmer Plus, you can come on the show too, so you ain't got to type. I'll put the uh I'll put the link right here if you want to come in. There it is. The link is in the chat. But what I'm saying is somebody people are publicly doing unrighteousness, okay? And other people are following that. So you're saying I am not allowed to warn and expose this unrighteousness that's going on that clearly does not line up with the word. You're saying I should just let people follow them off the cliff. You're gonna have to Bible that for me, man. Where I'm just not supposed to say anything about what's going on out there publicly. Okay, I need to know. You could come on the show if you want. It says called them out with called them out with the Torah, but in love, for them to turn from their wickedness. Does not the word say reprove, not the scoffer? Yeah. Okay, so let's address what you're saying. Call them out with the Torah. I've done that. I have called them out with the Torah and said that they're bearing false witness. But the main thing I'm doing is warning the people. Okay, it's not just me, New Breed, and what's the other dude's name? Rondo. Okay, in here watching right now is over 100 people. There'll probably be over 100 people watch this video, and at some point, it'll this video will come past 1,000 views. And are we not to warn the people of the false prophets, of people misleading people? Or are we to just sit and be quiet? Again, that's that feminine spirit trying to creep in and quiet down real men on calling stuff out. Okay? But again, I need that talk badly. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And like I said, the if you want to, and that goes for anybody, if y'all want to come on, and the link is right there. It's in the chat. Y'all could come on. Y'all come on the show. And so you ain't got to type. Called out them, called them out with the Torah. And then the other thing says, does it not say to reprove not a scoffer? And again, like I was saying, the main purpose of these videos, because if y'all know me, I don't go back and forth with people to go back and forth with people. The main thing is these false prophets need to be exposed and the people need to be warned. This thing needs to be a teaching lesson. And that's what I'm doing. I'm showing how these people they function from a feminine spirit. Okay. Let me see. He said, call them out. Does not the word say reprove not the scoffer? Okay. But what I'm asking is if you look at the if you look at basically what this dude's saying, he's saying, "Oh, you shouldn't be talking about them." In a nutshell, that's what he's trying to say. and trying to quiet people down and everything like that. When people are bugging out, when people are being um uh are functioning in unrighteousness, you need to expose it. Let's see, call them out. Let me see what else. Ringo is legit. Your head is an adulterer. Yeshua is the head of a man, not some guy you who messes with other men's wives. Again, Joey. Okay, see now, chicken farmer, and just so you know, Joey, you could come on the show so I could really break this down to you. But again, chicken farmer thinks what I'm doing is wrong, and I don't know, he might agree with what you're saying. But I put your comment on the screen because you are a perfect example of how deceived people are and misled, and how easily you just violate basic biblical uh scripture, because your comment that you have right here, that's right up above me, that comment is violating one of the 10 commandments. You're bearing false witness. So, Joey, I would like you to disclose who the witnesses are of Pastor Dow's adultery. Okay? And we're here, man. We got 80 something people in here. Plenty more are going to be watching. But I want to show y'all how these people are, how they just discard what the Bible says. That dude, Joey, that comment right there is a violation of one of the 10 commandments, unless he can disclose who his witnesses in the mouth of 2 or more witnesses that pastor committed adultery. Who witnessed this adultery? And that's what I'm saying. That's how high level wicked majority of these people are that are out here. They just, again, I don't know who that dude is, but he's probably going off emotions and feelings. Like, if this dude can't produce the eyewitnesses, that's a very effeminate move. I'm just saying. And like I said, y'all could come on the show. I posted the link in here. Y'all can write that down. It's not too much to write down. And y'all could come on the show and give your side of the story. But this is the purpose of doing this whole show. He talking about reprove not a scoffer. I'm showing people, I'm trying to save people from going to hell because they're sitting here violating basic Bible on the most basic level, the 10 Commandments. Okay, let's see. Bernard said, "Get out, y'all feelings. It's tough love with a warning." There you go. I'm trying to tell them, but but should not the works of the ministry speak for itself by their works? So what you're saying, I'm not called to point out sin. I'm not called to cry aloud and spare not and lift up my voice like a trumpet. Come on, man. Make it make sense. Bro, you probably struggling with an effeminate spirit. These are the types of people, when they come to Straightway and they get under this biblical culture and get under these biblical rules, they wrestle with it. Their knees buckle when they come here because they very much have not died to their fleshly carnal nature, their effeminate, fleshly, carnal, worldly nature. All right. The ark, bless you, brother. He put a 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 6. But though I be rude in speech yet not in knowledge, but we have been thoroughly made manifest among you in all things. Okay? Again, there goes script. Okay, so listen, there we go. Now listen. Joey said Eric Gonzalez is a witness. And y'all, I want this, and this goes to the chicken farmer dude who came in here. Listen, I'm trying to show y'all how easily y'all get misled and deceived, and how y'all do not follow this word. Eric Gonzalez, out of his own mouth, go watch the interview that was done on what's it called? On Rollo's channel. And Eric Gonzalez said on there, he did not witness any adultery. He did not witness Pastor sleeping with his wife while he was married to her. Eric Gonzalez gave her a divorce. She asked for it. He said on the show he gave it to her. There are no witnesses showing where Pastor coerced her into, there's no witnesses. That's what I'm saying. Y'all thinking out of your feelings. No, he had to have done it. That's what y'all saying. And like I said in another video, I admit it wasn't a good look, but ain't no witnesses that saw anything. Nobody came forth and said, I witnessed him saying this. I saw him doing that. And then somebody else come forward. I saw him doing this. He says James Blunt was a witness, not a witness. You need to go look up what a witness is, because you bearing false witness. And listen what I'm saying. This is basic book, and these are the types of people, when you bring them into an assembly, they're so tied into their carnal nature, they're a problem. When you bring them on a home assembly, they can't abide by the rules. They have no attention to detail. They're not really grounded in the word and in what it says. And I don't even know. Well, maybe he's a new viewer, because I did another show on this. This dude's probably a new viewer, so he didn't see my other show. But again, this is how you have to look at stuff. You probably follow Ringo, because he doesn't look at stuff like this. He goes through his emotion. Oh, that didn't look right, this, that, and the other. But again, that's the Eurocentric Christian culture. That's how they look at stuff. The biblical culture is black and white. We don't look at it through gray areas, through imaginations, and through feelings. It's concrete. All right. And that's his other comment. He's saying James Blunt was a witness. Bro, if you listen, go watch his videos. His stuff is based off assumptions. What? And then again, it's a testament to these men. Now, not Eric Gonzalez, but I'm talking about the James Blunt dude. Here it is 10 years later, now he's coming out saying stuff. And the stuff he's saying, he's not a witness. There's something wrong with y'all, man. Y'all need to look up what a witness is. I'll do it for you. Here. Witness. Here. It says a person who gives testimony as in a court of law, a person who signs a document attesting the genuineness of its execution, testimony, or evidence, to bear witness to her suffering. So to actually see something. You see what I'm saying? Now, if there are no witnesses, listen, again, if we have faith in Yah, be like, Yah, if it's off and they were doing something and there were no witnesses, Y'all, I trust you to deal with it or expose it or do what you're gonna do on. But I'm trying to tell you, I'm not trying to go back. I ain't trying to be mean to y'all, but I'm just telling y'all bugged out, man. Y'all off. Okay, he said, okay, what did Yah tell Samuel about the people following a king instead of just trusting in him? What did Yah said? I have sent you pastors, teachers, all this. Doesn't the word say that? Bro, you bugged out, man. You off. Are you even reading the book? This is what I'm talking about, y'all. This is basic stuff. My daughters know this. Like, I could get brother Umbre's sons, and they could break this down to you. And they like 4 years old. Like, this is basic, man. But this is how off people are. These are the types of people who are following after Ringo and that other dude over there, Newbury. Y'all, this is y'all see how basic this is. I don't even have my Bible here, and I'm live, and it's so basic. Y'all, you got to come better than that. And like I said, y'all could come on the show. Uh, you mean Pastor? Somebody said, I take things with a grain of salt. The scriptures say no one is good but the Father, even though they're coming into the truth. There's still no perfected yet. He's saying they're still not perfected yet. I agree. I see a greater picture. I see a lot go off. I'm not sure what that last sentence was. Listen, y'all, you I mean, all you gotta do, you can go watch some of Pastor's videos. He tell you in a sec he ain't perfect. Nobody's saying he is perfect. But what I'm saying is, I when I came on Straightway, I saw what Straightway was doing. I saw what the word says. I saw what they were doing was in line with the word. And I said, I'm not about sitting on my couch talking shit. I was like, I'm a prove all things and hold fast to that which is true type of man. And here I am 5 years later, man, and everything is holding fast to what is true. It works. And then I see other people, in this public fool system. So he said, didn't say that judge righteously as you are prepared for your own judgment. Okay, I'm not sure what you're saying there. You might have to type that again. Didn't say that. Judge righteously as you are prepared for your own judgment. Okay. But okay, I guess. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but I still don't want to harm them. Okay, I'm not sure what he's saying. Chicken farm. You still haven't defined talk badly. Oh yeah, somebody's trying to get. All right, Joey said he threatened Eric to not come in the land. Basically, Dow stole his wife. Hey, listen, Joey. Uh, Look, because when all this came back up, now, mind you, 5 years ago when I came in, this stuff, I looked into all this stuff, asked Pastor firsthand about it, and like, okay. And then because like I said, I prove all things, hold fast that was true. I question everything, whatever. So then here we go. All this stuff come up again. Okay. And I forgot what he had told me back then. So, but I went to Pastor and I said, Pastor, you should go on there and just go through everything that happened so that all these, because it'll shut all these people up. He's like, I ain't telling them nothing. I ain't gotta tell them nothing. And I was like, okay, you know. Because to Pastor, look, this happened 10 years ago. He not going through it all again. So he's like, I ain't gonna tell him now. I was like, okay. And then I called him back later. I was like, well, can you tell me what happened? And he was like, yeah. He went through every single thing in detail, what happened. And of course, it all this crap everybody's saying out there is way off. So, you know, you saying he stole his wife. Explain how you know this, Joey. Do you know this from watching Ringo's 10-hour per night brainwashing sessions? Is that how you know that? Because you seem to think you kind of declaring almost like you know he stole his wife, like you was there or something, or you knew somebody who was there. Or did you just hear what Eric said and not get the whole story? Back on the land. So, all right, let's see. There was another man. I forgot his name, but he seen Dow having his feet rubbed by Nelly. Okay, so you got one witness. Okay, and I saw that dude too. But again, he came out with this stuff 10 years later, and I mean, look, I'm just saying, you said that he committed adultery. You didn't say he committed foot rub. You see what I'm saying? What I'm asking you, Joey, is what does the word say? How Joey and chicken farmer man, how does the word tell you to deal with these situations? Does it tell you to just, oh, I seen him rubbing his feet, he stole his wife, he did blah. Again, I make it make sense. So now you're so this is what I'm talking about. The Bible being a double-edged sword and all that stuff like that. Look, Joey, you're accusing him of adultery, but you go two more commandments up and you're in violation of the 10 commandments for bearing false witness. So you just as wicked if what you're saying was right. It is not right. You see what I'm saying? You violating it now. So it's cutting you. And now we got all these people here witnessing it because you have yet to come forth with a witness of the allegation you made. You said he committed adultery. Renew my. I'm just reading through what y'all saying. Yeah, there was a fivefold ministry, but there are no real pastors or things of that. So again, you see what I'm saying? Dudes ain't nobody answering no questions. You see what I'm saying? Somebody said your information coming from Ringo TV, 10-hour brainwashing sessions. You doing anything for more than 4 hours a night, you gonna I don't you gonna believe anything you doing for that many. His videos on average are like 5 hours long. If you watching his videos on a regular basis, you're gonna be thinking just like him. Somebody said, I'm guessing many haven't seen the witchcraft videos James Blunt had up before he deleted them, but accepting him as righteous witness. Exactly. He had look, I went over there on one of my shows. I went over there to his Facebook page and showed people all the wizardry and witchcraft stuff and drug innuendos and stuff that was over there on his page. They say, oh, they stole his wife. His wife did not want to go back to Detroit because she didn't want to get back on drugs. Uh-oh. Why are you remembering other people? Y'all crazy, man. Somebody said, can a woman divorce a man? Uh in American society, yes. But uh Eric said gave his wife, he divorced her. He signed and gave her a divorce. So he divorced her. That's out of his mouth. He said that. Okay. So here go another one. See? I'm just putting them up there so y'all can see that these people who come in, they bear false witness, and you should mark them and know that when you see people moving like that, they ain't about the book, man. Because they again, this guy, whoever this guy is bearing false witness. He's violating one of the 10 commandments. He can't produce any witnesses of this. But these people will come in and make these claims and claim to be righteous. But that's how much wickedness we're surrounded around. And like these types of people, if you get them on a community or in a home assembly, y'all, they will tear it apart. Why? Because they don't know how to obey the word. They don't know how to obey that word that they have that they read. That they don't. Or they're just not reading it. Um in here, somebody said in here talking about what one man did supposedly, not based on what you saw, but based on what some other man, not even what some other man said. It's what these social media people, like Ringo and Newbreed, it's what they assume. Because truth be told, if you listen to Eric Gonzalez, he really don't even say that. You gotta listen in closely. Okay, let's see what else y'all got here. Okay. uh Giovanni, he put that. Y'all can look those scriptures up. Somebody said, stop using the scripture for your own interpretation. Oh Lord. He said he told me to stop using the scripture for my own interpretation. Bro, what we're talking about here is basic Bible. Like you learn the 10 commandments in Sunday school in Christianity, and the Christians don't even screw them up. Like this is basic. You see what I'm saying? But this how off these people are. Let's see. No, I'm just pointing out the unrighteousness in a lot of pastors. I'm not a righteous man. Okay. You said it. So you're saying nothing Pastor Dow did was in an unrighteous manner. Okay, believe that then. Well, again, you and the other guy, y'all are saying he committed adultery. But what we're trying to tell you is prove it. The 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 biggest thing that I've the biggest thing about this whole situation that you could really say is it didn't look good. But again, this is why look, y'all, I'm going right back to what I said earlier in this show. Listen, these people that are in here saying this, they follow Ringo TV and New Breed. They sound like them. You can hear it. They sound like them. They jump to assumptions. Just like Ringo TV and New Breed ju- uh, jump to conclusions and stuff on Rollo, and without don't even want to consider the eyewitness evidence. They went to their feelings and cut him off, even though he brought witnesses, or as he say, he showed receipts proving that it wasn't a setup or anything. They ran with that, and that's how you can hear their voice in these people because they're followers of that channel. So they think just like them. They don't think according to what the word says. You see what I'm saying? You will know them by their fruit. And they're displaying the fruit of their wisdom or lack of wisdom in here. And like I said, y'all can come on. Y'all are you can look. I got the link right here if you want to come on the show and prove me wrong. Okay. Um. Somebody said so. False witnesses come in here to debate about a book they don't even read themselves. That man, bro, you can't make this stuff up. No spirit, no order, no structure, no discipline, no understanding will tear up a fellowship. Big old facts. That dude on point. That's solid. That's solid what he said right there. Exactly, brother. Disciples of Ringo TV Raw. they coming in here spewing his satanic doctrine because it's against what the word says. And I'm trying to crack through some of these dudes' skull to show them how off they are, how deceived they are. And Satan's subtle, y'all. He's a real subtle deceiver. All right. Mike the drummer, he said, this is why context matters, which none of them have, and even when it's presented, they deny it. Like the book says, even if Yah sent an angel, they still wouldn't listen. Yep. And listen, y'all, and I'll tell y'all this too, because some people are like, oh, why are you even answering them? I'm not answering these dudes because I even think, and some of them left already. You can see a bunch of they done left. They ain't even putting comments in there anymore. They didn't got a verb. They didn't got scripturally lacerated. Okay. The reason I'm doing this is I'm not doing it for them 2 or 3 people that were in here. Uh, putting those comments in there. I'm not doing this because I just got to get back at them. No, if you look, we got about 70 or 80 people, and when it's all said and done, by the end of this week, over 1,000 people have seen this video, and those are the people I'm doing this for. I want to open people's eyes up to what wickedness looks like and what evil looks like when you're not doing what the word plainly says. I'm just trying to show y'all rather than just talk about it. I could prove it to you when you just and y'all see me. No Bible, no nothing. I'm on here in front of over 70, 80 people. I'm live, nothing's written down, and I'm just answering these comments real time, and you could see the wickedness. It's not hard. That's how basic this is. And then you see they'll come in here, say their stuff, And then when they get cut and they bleeding out enough, they gotta head out because they gotta go get triage. They gotta go, they bleeding out. They gotta go get patched up. That's why you see them, they be there for a minute and then they gotta go. They ain't gonna stay up in here. You know what I'm saying? We'll slice a troll's neck. Okay. Uh no, they wouldn't listen because they don't care about the truth. Y'all listen, man. I'm glad that brother said that right there. Look, y'all listen. And this gets to the nucleus of what we're talking about today. What this dude said is on point. He said because they don't care about the truth. They don't care about the word. They don't care about the book. They don't care about the gospel. Okay. And they don't care about Yah. And listen, you got a bottom line people's behavior and action. And when you see somebody does not care about Yah and they don't care about that book, that means if you get into any dealings with them, that means they're not going to care about you. And this is why a lot of people get in stressful situations in their life because they're around people who don't care about the Most High. And these people are showing you the signs. And I'm trying to wake some of y'all up who are getting ready to run out there to this land initiative that they got going on. And again, you got a bunch of people they don't care about Yah. I'm just trying to keep it 100 with y'all. Somebody said, I am not a follower. So explain the situation of him with the wife. That man is talking. How did he marry her? So I'm gonna make it real short and basic, okay? Because I think this played out over a couple of years or more. But uh, the dude Eric came up the straight way, and then he came up there a couple times, and then he told Pastor he's gonna leave his family up there while he goes down to Florida and sells the house. He said it's going to take maybe 3 months. It was like a year later, he still hadn't come back up there. He still wasn't able to get up there. And then they ended up getting divorced. Eric gave her a divorce. About a year later, Pastor married her or asked her to be married or whatever. So, and that's in a nutshell. And all that is confirmed. Like Eric said, he said she asked him for a divorce. He said, I'll give it to you. Boom. So these dudes, I'm trying to help these dudes out because these dudes is like, they just knowingly sinning damn near because they coming in. He took his wife. He's an adulterer and this. Bro, you speaking on some stuff you don't know. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to be looking like a whole fool when it, well, y'all already looking like fools. So that's the whole situation, brother Christopher. All right. Somebody said evil will try to find a way to hurt us only because we believe in Jesus. Okay. Yeah, Satan will seek you, but it tells you, it says Satan as a roaring lion seeketh who he may devour it, but it tells you to be vigilant, be watchful for your adversary. But again, listen, be vigilant. And it tells you to be watchful. Okay. Just like what I'm doing on this show here, I am pointing out the people that are following Satan, and I am pointing out the people who are following Yah, and I'm showing you how subtle Satan could be. But some people got their head down, they eating the grass, and we try to tell them, hey, there's a lion over there, bro. You see what I'm saying? Ringo and New Breed community will come to naught by mixing with the heathen. You see Ringo buying SUV on Shabbat after 15 plus videos of nonsense. These men don't care about the truth or the Bible. Hey, hey, was he buying it on the Shabbat? I, dang, I didn't. I don't know because I know he uploaded those videos, so I don't know. Somebody said they trying to do video commentary drive by. Christopher Lloyd, yeah, even if someone was here to speak on a relationship that they're not in, what good is it to you mentally, emotionally, spiritually? I bless you, Ellis, brother Ellis, the Hebrew. He said, keep doing what you're doing, brother Mike. We need more of this real talk. Yeah, this we're gonna do. We're gonna when I see some silliness going on, I'm gonna be doing. We're gonna get in here. We're gonna do some real talk videos on here, and like I said, anybody want to come in? Y'all come in. I posted the link up there. Somebody said it's sad that in this time we and people are more worried about Pastor Dow than their own salvation. Shep has done more for the kingdom than they could ever probably imagine. The shit is going to hit the fan soon. Yeah, it is. It's time for people to wake up and hear the good news. I've benefited from this talk. I gained a clear understanding as to why Ringo and company comments needed to be addressed. Thank you. And look, that one comment there made this whole hour and a half video, or however long I've been on here. It made this whole thing worth it. If we could open one person's eyes up. You see what I'm saying? Because the Most High, He's not the author of confusion. And I'm gonna tell you, man, here in our home assembly, I go up there to the hub all the time, and we're around the saints, and it couldn't be more peaceful. We don't. The only time we see any form of chaos is when I come in here and I address some of these people, and I look at some of these videos these people are putting out, and the people putting the videos out, you can see the chaos on them. See, they live in chaos and live around chaos. But we at peace here. We just putting in our work, laboring, trying to get to the next level. Like Sister Crystal said, make sure y'all if you haven't hit the like button, go ahead and hit it. Those of y'all who are watching this video, who are not watching it live, definitely put in the comments what you think about this whole situation. Would like to know. But yeah, I mean, I think you said, look, we fed the trolls. I think they overate because you see, they gone. I don't see them in here. But anyway, y'all, that's just what I wanted to come on and talk about. It's crazy how the timing of this thing, where I came on and I did a lesson almost of how these people are, and then the people actually came in the comments and we proved it. I spoke on it, and then we held fast to that which is true, and I showed you how these people, like, we have proof on this video. So I think this is a good video. But Brother Cedric put, it's always the people who have nothing going on in life that feel like they are the that feel like they are the supreme authority of what the righteousness are doing, because deep down they want to same thing like bingo and new weed. That's funny. Yeah, man. That's 100, brother. That is 100. So anyway, I appreciate all y'all tuning in. I just want to come on here and just address some of this stuff. And let for the brother who asked earlier, let me show y'all the link to that video. Y'all give me a sec. Yeah, I know. There we go. Let me see. Let me see if I can find this, y'all. Oh boy. Y'all give me a sec. I'm gonna get it. But what I'm doing, I'm pulling up. I'm gonna show y'all that interview, where to find it at, because the brother was asking earlier. And it is, let me see. I'm gonna just have to go through my history. Okay, there it is. All right. Let me see if I can share this. I'm not sure. Uh, sh- uh, okay. Hopefully y'all could see that. Um, the title of it, so you could type it in and find it, is Pastor Rufus gives. Oh, I'm sorry, Pastor Rufus giving his account interview with Straightway ex chief elder with surprise guests. And the dude's YouTube channel is Born Again Israelites. So if you want to go to his channel, okay, and it's 4 hours, you could check it out. But like I said, or you could just listen to this 1 hour summary we did here of it and save 4 hours. But and like I said, the majority of it is them just trying to impose their feelings on of what they think Straightway's about, even though ain't none of them set foot out here. And so, and there you go. Sister Crystal posted the link right there in the comments. So I'll leave it up there for a couple seconds, and then we're gonna shut this live stream down because I gotta get back to work. It's probably gonna be working a little late tonight. But yeah, so anyway, y'all, appreciate all y'all tuning in, and I'm sure y'all heading over there to check it out. It's already, how many views that video got? Hold on, I'll tell y'all. Yeah, it's probably gonna hit 4,000 views or something. A lot of people watching that. So, all right. Well, I appreciate all y'all. And you are watching Spiritual Combat. I'm Michael Israel, and shalom, shalom.